Hey, welcome to the Motormouth YouTube channel. I'm Zach.
I'm Andrea.
This is Questions, Coffee, and Cars 203. If you wanted to get a question in, well, it's too late now, but for the next one, how do you do it?
Follow along on Instagram at motormouth_Andrea. Every Sunday I put a post out asking for questions. Once we gather them, the post is deleted and we start the show.
Time now for Questions, Coffee, and Cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
I'm curious, what happens if you damage or crash a press vehicle? Are you guys somehow liable? No, we're not, because it's all insured.
And for some brands, they self-insure for collision. They don't run it through a big insurance. We had a Genesis G80 when it first came out, parked on the street, and a truck went by and went all the way down the side of the car.
Terrible.
And he didn't stop. Somebody witnessed it and said it was a local dairy company with a delivery. And I told that to Genesis, and they didn't follow up on it. They just paid to have it fixed, and it was a lot of money. So for collision stuff, they just kind of eat it.
Yeah.
I don't think they think it's worth putting it through a policy.
There was an issue with another vehicle we were supposed to get in the press fleet, and there was an issue, and they're struggling to get parts for the vehicle, so we never ended up getting it.
The big bugaboo
Because somebody had damaged it.
that drives us crazy, and also the people that prep the cars, because it's not done by the car brand, it's done by a third party.
Yeah.
They have somebody that preps the cars and delivers them to us, is curbing of the wheels.
Terrible.
And I just think that if you have somebody that curbs wheels week after week after week, if I was car company X, I would say, yeah, you're getting a timeout. You're not getting any of our cars for a while.
And what happens when we get it and the vehicle has black wheels and the wheels are damaged and then we're doing video?
Or pictures,
yeah, it just doesn't look good. Recently subscribed to your channel. Love your work and content. Thank you. Have been watching all your new reviews as well as checking out your old ones. I'm in the market for a new car and I've been considering a Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid and a Honda CR-V hybrid. I love the value for money which is offered by Santa Fe, but I'm worried about its reliability. I live in Ontario, Canada, and weekly drive is 350 kilometers. Which one would you pick? 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so it was Santa Fe
Hybrid or the Honda CR-V hybrid?
Andrea, this is like two episodes in a row. It's all heavy on Santa Fe. What's going on with Santa Fe all of a sudden?
I'm surprised that you're picking these two, actually, because the Santa Fe has a third row and the Honda CR-V doesn't, although it is a spacious vehicle.
They're probably looking at the monthly payments and price point.
Maybe.
And then you might be able to, for the same, because Honda charged a lot of money, get the Santa Fe. Maybe that's why.
And you're right, there is a lot of value, but the Santa Fe hybrid is newer. And the Honda CR-V hybrid has done really well reliability-wise, and that hybrid system is very good.
The thing I'll say in favor of the Santa Fe is it's not the regular gas one which uses the dual clutch.
Yes.
It's the 6-speed automatic and the 1.6 turbo system that's used already in Tucson and Sportage and a bunch of other Hyundai Group products, and has proven in our feedback from people to be very good. So you can sort of take that for what it is, that it's been around a while now. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said for the styling of Santa Fe, as it looks a hell of a lot cooler.
And a lot of value for your money, just as you said, more value than what you get with the Honda CR-V hybrid. That is for sure. We're seeing a lot of them on the road in Vancouver. Consumer Reports doesn't give it the best reliability score, a 61 out of 100, but overall score an 81 out of 100. Customers...
I just want to say, are they combining hybrid and gas together?
No.
They break it out?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And customer satisfaction of 4 out of 5. So people really like it. These are predicted reliability scores. What does Consumer Reports base it on? They've got a whole slew of stuff for predicted reliability scores. So you have to take it for what it is. From what I see, people are pretty happy with the Santa Fe.
I'm going to throw one at you, Andrea. You could just also wait and see what happens with RAV4 when it's coming.
Yeah.
And if you're not in a rush, you might want to put your name down for a RAV4. But then we're hearing stories of people waiting 2 years for RAV4s. So maybe that's just pie in the sky talk.
It's a tough one. A CR-V hybrid is made in Canada, if that means anything to you. You are from Canada. Hello again from Anchorage, Alaska.
Cool.
have you all ever driven the Alcan Highway or even the Cassiar up to Whitehorse? If you could choose any vehicle to do a long road trip from Vancouver to Alaska, what would you pick, keeping in mind the road conditions and the long stretches of the highway?
Okay, so I have definitely been up to Yukon for many car events. One of the best was the GMC Yukon in the Yukon. And we did it the first week of August. So it was still light until about 11 o'clock at night.
Nice.
Gorgeous up there. So yes, I know that part of Canada / the US because, you know, the coast is Alaska and then inland is Yukon territory. I would take this car.
This car?
Oh, hell yeah. If I was going to drive from here all the way up to the Yukon or Alaska, I would take our Cayenne diesel.
I think the Cayenne is great. I would also consider like a Tahoe, a Denali.
A big truck, yeah.
I would love either of those. I'd also consider in the luxury category the BMW X7 or even the Mercedes-Benz GLS.
What about a G-Wagon?
Obviously getting pricey. No, no G-Wagon up there.
I'm kind of with Andrea too. Like, I mean, when we were in Newfoundland, we had the Silverado with the high performance V8. But you know what? Honestly, for a big long road trip like that, I would go with like a Tahoe or a Suburban, something like that, the diesel.
When we were in Newfoundland, we stayed at a whole bunch of bed and breakfasts, but one in particular, he was driving a GM SUV. And one of the reasons why he chose that is because of moose on the road, and he was worried about hitting them, and he had hit them in the past, and it just gave him that extra protection. I mean, he survived, right?
Moose
so
on
that
the loose.
That was super important to him, and he just hit the comfort level. It's a big SUV, so that's what I would go with.
This is weird, Andrea. Andrea tells this story about Newfoundland and the Chevy Silverado, and the guy, I think he had a big Tahoe, and he buys the Tahoe because he's hit moose. I told this exact story to my dad this morning on the phone.
Out.
On the phone this morning. So we picked up these two cars and we're driving them back, and I phoned my dad and he's asking, "What car are you driving?" And I said, "I'm driving the Ford Expedition." And I had to explain to him, he doesn't know what it is. I said, it's like a Suburban or an Escalade, kind of like that, but made by Ford. And then he goes, "Who would want one of those?" You know, typical Scottish guy. He goes, "Who would want something like that?" And then I explained to him the reason why this guy in Newfoundland wanted the big truck is because he had hit moose. And I told that story to him not even 2 hours ago.
That is so weird. See, same wavelength. That is so crazy. And he had the high country, so he had the top dug.
So I would. So it was a Chevy then. It was the high country.
Yeah,
I would go back to. Like, honestly, this is the car I would take. I would take this car. A diesel SUV.
I'm going with a Tahoe or a Denali.
Are you going diesel or gas?
I don't know. I like the V8.
Who's paying for the gas?
Well, whatever. He didn't say anything about gas. He talked about comfort level on a long drive and dealing with the roads.
And that is very comfortable. Okay, Andrew, before we move on, we have to get you up there because it is spectacular, beautiful. I've been up in the winter and I've been up in the summer, and summer is probably a better place to start. But it is spectacular. So we got to fly up there.
Yep. Hey, team. I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm always looking for long-term quality investments in my vehicles, long-lasting. After checking out many SUVs, the Toyota 4Runner seems to check all the boxes. Do you agree?
Well, people ask about 4Runner all the time, and I always say there's never a bad time to buy a 4Runner, just because the resale value on them is so high, and it has such a cult following, and it's like, well, I haven't used this term in a long time, Andrea, the bank of Toyota. And with a vehicle like that, you put your money in, you get your money out. Our neighbors have a 28-year-old 4Runner, and every time they go to the gas station, which is a lot, they always have someone who wants to buy it.
It doesn't matter if you buy the old one or you buy the new one. The resale value is incredible on 4Runner. So for sure, it's a great option, but pricing of 4Runner has definitely climbed compared to the previous model. But, you know, it's a solid choice. It's a great vehicle. I like the limited model myself, but you're always going to get your money back. Have you
Not
heard?
not all of it, but a lot of it.
Well, not all of it. You never get all your money back on a vehicle unless you're driving a 911.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it just keeps going up, right?
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you heard anything about a new hybrid or EV Acura MDX to be released in the near future?
I just read an article
I wonder if we've got the
this
same.
morning. I swear to you, it's like it's all
what
coming
was
together.
That? What was that?
It was basically saying that Acura, it was on Automotive News, and the article was basically stating that Honda and Acura are pivoting away from their everything EV,
Yep.
and they're going to be producing hybrids. And they referenced Genesis in this article, that Genesis has said the same thing. They're going to be equipping their SUVs with hybrids, and Acura is going to have a bunch of announcements around the same thing.
Acura's Senior Managing Director and Chief Officer of Automotive Operations said gasoline electric powertrains will make their way into the Acura vehicles. The move is driven by real-world market conditions and strong consumer demand. It has always been an option, but now we are taking this hybrid option very seriously, acknowledging that the pace of EV adoption in the United States has been slower than other markets like Europe. So there you go. So I would think that an MDX and an RDX hybrid and hopefully an ADX hybrid
It's coming.
are
Yeah,
on the way.
and you look at companies like Ford. Ford has said they want to have a hybrid in every model, maybe not every trim, but every model by 2030. So we're already seeing 26 cars. That's only 4 model years away. And a car model year goes so quickly. And the thing is that they have a new hybrid system for larger vehicles that they're working on, which plays right into MDX.
I'm totally disappointed in Ford right now, and I'll tell you why,
What's
after
Ford
this
done to
next
you?
question.
Okay.
Here we go. Ford Escape PHEV is going for Canadian $39,000 at 2.9% now. Is it a good buy considering they're getting rid of it this year? I am so disappointed. 2026 will be the last model year for both the Escape and the Corsair. Are you kidding me, Ford? And they are going to be building a mid-size EV pickup truck in their Kentucky plant where they built the Escape and the Corsair.
I just don't. Do you know that? Here's another article I read. Escape is Ford's second best-selling nameplate of all time. Okay, this is one of their best-selling cars, SUVs. That's, by the way, 39 grand for a plug-in hybrid is
Amazing.
a screaming deal.
Get it.
Jump on that. It's not all-wheel drive, but it's actually really well done.
Get it.
And it delivers great fuel economy. That's a screaming deal. But I can't see it, Andrea. I just think they must have something else up their sleeve. And they're going to abandon the name? Are they going to get rid of Escape?
Yeah.
Like, that just seems like, well, if that's the case, then Jim Farley's days as CEO of Ford are going to be numbered. If
I'm
you
just
can't get
so
rid of
irritated.
You can't get rid of Escape and replace it with a vehicle that nobody's buying, not nobody, but less people are buying, and that's electric SUVs.
A mid-size electric SUV. I don't know, Ford has done such a good job with some of their models, like the Maverick, okay, great. The Ford Bronco Sport, very good. The Bronco, very good. The
Escape has been good.
Very good. 3 powertrain options: gas, hybrid, plug-in hybrid. Now,
and a high-performance gas.
Yes, and if they had said, yeah, we're going to bring in a plug-in hybrid Escape and it's going to be all-wheel drive, I'd be like, great, Ford. Now you're getting rid of it, and you're getting rid of the Corsair, and 2026 will be the last year. I don't get it.
Honestly, I just don't understand how that flies. It's your second best nameplate of all time behind F-150, and you're going to get rid of it? That makes zero sense to me. I would suspect that, the shareholders of Ford Motor Company are going to have a revolt if all of a sudden they don't have a compact SUV to replace it. Look what happened with Stellantis. They got rid of the Cherokee, not the Grand Cherokee, the regular Cherokee, for like almost 2 model years. And the dealers were like, we don't have a compact SUV to sell. What the hell are you thinking at head office? And now they're bringing one back, but I don't understand. That makes no sense to me.
Same. Anyway, I'm irritated. So anyway, your question, yes, buy it and don't worry about it being discontinued. So I'm interested in the Mazda CX-70 PHEV. I thought it was about saving money on fuel, but the tire size is huge, making them very expensive. Why did they do that? It seems counterproductive.
It's also a big car. So you couldn't put little wheels on a CX-70. It's a mid-size SUV. But, if that's not to your taste, then buy something else. I'm like, if I buy a vehicle and I like it, and I like the way it looks, and it comes with X size tires, I'm just dealing with that. I'm not buying a car because it has tires that I don't know. I don't run that way.
Look, I think the CX-70 plug-in hybrid is a nice option, but the range is very low on it. 42 kilometers, 26 miles of range. Like, that's a big vehicle. You eat into that range really fast. So you've got to be prepared to charge that all the time. And hopefully for the most part, you do short trips and you can stay within that range daily. And then if you do get it on the highway and you're going on a longer distance, and of course you're going to put it in hybrid mode, but you're carrying around this big battery, so it's never going to deliver the fuel economy any way that a hybrid would get you. But yes, the big wheels are not helpful. But if Mazda put small wheels on it, then people would complain.
And it would look weird.
Okay, it would look weird.
One quick thing. We just had this very same vehicle.
Yeah.
And we took it back this morning. And I filled it up. And it's recommended premium fuel. So if you think the CX-70 tires are expensive, filling it up with premium gas every week or two is also, fish somewhere else. Like, go get that Escape plug-in hybrid.
And if you want
That's cheap.
If you want something bigger, the Toyota Highlander hybrid has an eCVT and delivers very good fuel economy. So I just feel like I get it. The interior isn't as nice, but the CX-70 PHEV isn't delivering stellar fuel economy. Is an update to Mach expected in 2026? By when, if yes? No,
well, I got an idea. They're going to call it the Ford Escape Mach-E. That's what I think they're going to do.
I've heard 2027. That's what I've heard. 2027 for a Mach-E update. Considering
and a new Escape. Just say it.
Considering buying a lightly used RX 350h or a TX 350. Any advice, thoughts on the choice that needs to be made between these two vehicles? Well, one is a lot larger than the other.
Yeah, so the RX is a mid-size 2-row and the TX is a larger 3-row.
Yeah.
So you have to decide what you want. Do you need the third row? If you need the third row, get the TX.
That's a big third row, though.
But that one is, you see more gas ones out there.
Well, he's saying 350.
Yeah, so that's the gas.
And by the way, the plug-in hybrid isn't even available in Canada. They're not even sure they're going to bring it in because it's too expensive. The US does get it, but the Canadian market, it's kind of up in the air whether or not that plug-in hybrid is coming. So I like the 350. I think it's a nice option. Obviously, you're going to get much better fuel economy on the RX hybrid.
Listen, if you don't need the third row, the RX is a big mid-size.
Yeah.
So just get that.
That's what I would do, is just get the RX. Then you got a hybrid. It's going to have great resale value. It's a Lexus. It's been reliable.
Very reliable.
I mean, it's a good one. That's the one I would get.
Oh, God, we solved so many issues. We just need to get to Jim Farley and talk to him about the Ford Escape. Andrea, now you've got me all worked up.
I told you. It's a concern.
I interviewed Jim Farley at the LA Auto Show one year when he was not the president. He was, I guess he was involved with, he was head of Lincoln. And the irony was, it was for the MKC, which was the Escape.
Yes.
The Escape Lincoln version. Yes. And he was going off about, subcompact SUVs, that's the future, and blah, 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 blah. If I'd only known.
Oh, my gosh.
Jim
Don't get
Farley.
me started. I just can't believe how irritated I am by this.
All right. Now I got to deal with that, gang. I'm just joking. All right, how do you get a question
I'm
in?
so easygoing,
I
really.
know, I know.
I
It's
really am.
all rainbows and kittens.
Always rainbows and kittens
How
with
do you
me.
get a question in?
Follow along on Instagram at motormouth_Andrea. Every Sunday, I put a post out asking for questions. It's only up for a short time. Once we gather them, the post is deleted and we start the show. Thanks for watching.
How about that escape?
How about that escape?